But ended because of bad network. Second live stream ended because this device super, and so it's like you can't continue the because your device has just gone hyper. I hope this works and it works better, but whatever whatever happens, we shall move today. So so guys, don't mind me. Like I'm just kind of like wondering why this whole thing is like going like AYR today. It's either going up or going down, or everything is just like changing itself. Anyways, let's continue from where we stopped. Climax, yeah, you're the first on this particular live stream, but we've started this live stream since 4. So, anyways, let's continue. I was discussing climax yeah again. Natty Bruce. I wish I knew what was happening, but seriously, I don't know. And so how are you all doing? Seriously, I can see that everybody's here. I trust that you all are fine, fine. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hi, Biafran TV, welcome. Sky is our home. I think NCAT should remove the evaluation test because if you, for some reason, you fail, does that mean you will go back to your country? I'm not going to lie to you. Like I talked about it in my evaluation exam. It seems like this particular chat we might have to discuss it later. But let's see how today's live stream goes. That should be enough motivation for you. You know that since you're coming over to like another country to write an exam that is going to qualify you to enter into flight school, then you have to put in more than your best. Not just putting in your best, but more than your best. The reason why I say more than your best, if you just put in just your best, anything can go wrong and you might likely like have an issue. But when you put in more than your best, you are likely not to have any issue. When I was also living, even if I was not living from another country to come to NCAT to write, I was living from a far distance. And when I thought about it, I was like, I can't live from this far distance and now come and fail. So just like you're saying, what if someone else comes from another country and now comes to Nigeria and he fails the evaluation test? If you know you're going to pay your flight ticket and all that to come from another country to Nigeria, I'm sure flight tickets to Nigeria service is not going to be that expensive. Seriously, it's likely not going to be expensive at all, sir, because we are a very generous nation. Yeah, Nigeria is a very generous nation, and so I don't think it's very expensive. But even if it's very expensive, hi, Kerry Root! It's been long with the live stream, so seeing all of you guys is like food to the soul. Anyways, guys, like I was saying, oh my god, this sun is getting like serious and terrible and all that. Anyways, if you're coming from another country to like come write the exam, then it's a very important thing that you put in your best, because when you put in your best, you're going to have like the best and you're definitely going to do well. Trying to my shoulders. Okay. So if you have any other question, let me know. But I would like to continue with this chat that we started with for the first 2 live streams before the whole thing. The first one, when I was talking about if you have the money, go to another country. If peradventure you bought a flight school form, bought a flight consider if you have somewhere else, I think you can also consider the option of looking for another flight school if you are not patient enough to wait. But if you're patient enough to wait, then you can wait for that flight school in Tanzania and you will get a good yield. Another thing I want to talk about to you guys is about the fact that you can start online ground school, because you know that there are some flight schools that do their ground school first before you come and start flying. So they are not just going to allow you to come straight to flying. You have to do like ground school exams, batch by batch. Like they can dedicate like 1 month to writing metrology. The next month they write navigation. They will read and write it. So if it's you can do your ground school like online before coming really help you a lot, so that you know that okay, if they are saying nothing is going to happen this year, the remaining 4 months you're going to like use it to cover up the timing that you have to like read for your ground school exams and write those exams. If you can start writing, because I know some friends that I have currently in NCAT, they'll tell you that they write like ground school exams batch by batch. Like they can dedicate like 1 month to writing metrology. The next month they write navigation. They'll read and write it. So if you can do that, it's going to be better because it's going to save you time. So if now we are still in like September, so if you can use, are you crying? No, I wasn't. Like I was laughing. Like how? See me. Anyways, so if you can dedicate like one month to like write ground school exams. Then the next month I'm kind of like sweaty. Then the next month you write maybe metrology. Then the next month you write another course, just like that. It's really going to be better. It's going to like help you more, like you cover up every other thing. Another thing I also want to talk about, which I wrote it here, if you can gain admission abroad, guys, let me give you the tactics. If you apply to a school abroad, let me assume you are looking for a scholarship or a sponsorship. I want to talk about this thing for those people looking for scholarship or sponsorship. And you know that, like, I was really happy when I heard that schools, I think it's Tanzania or Kenya. I don't really know which of the schools, but somebody told me online that that country pays for half. If you're a citizen of that country, they pay half of your school fees, your flight school fees, and that's really good. But something very important that I want to talk about here is that if you are probably a Nigerian citizen or any other citizen and you look for like flight schools maybe in the US or in the UK or so, and you apply to them and you get an admission, you can use that admission form or that admission letter to like look for scholarships or sponsorships here in Nigeria. You know, I've always said it that the best way to kind of like look for scholarship or sponsorships is if you get admission. So if they are now saying that this thing is not going to be possible this year, because based on the information that someone told me, he called school, that's flight school, and they told him that things might likely not happen this year for them, that are going to be writing evaluation exams, that they'll have to wait for several other sets to like graduate. So I'm just giving this presumption. If you are in that position that you are waiting for other persons to graduate before you now come in, the best thing you can do for yourself is for you to do what? Get admission abroad. When you now get admission abroad, you use the admission you've gotten abroad to like look for sponsorship here. Then if you get quick enough, you can go to that school that you've gotten, or you can now wait. When you write the exam, you can now tell them, okay, you've gotten a cheaper one. So if US is cheaper for you, go for US. If Nigeria is now cheaper for you based on the admission you've gotten, and now the people that want to kind of like sponsor or take you, sponsor, give you a grant, give you a scholarship or whatever, then they can now consider that particular option. So I'm just trying to say that this remaining 4 months is still enough time to do a lot of things. Trust me. It's not like, okay, they've already told us that we're not writing this year. I'm not sure, but somebody when the person sent me, I was like, oh my god. So everybody now that has bought their forms this year and all that, what is going to happen to them? I sincerely don't know. But I'm just saying, if by adventure they do it the way they have it in mind, to say sorry, we are likely not going to get any new batch, or nobody's going to write exams this year. Every other person has to wait like next year or whatever. The best thing you can do for yourself is to take advantage of other opportunities. Now, I also wrote another thing that I think you should consider a must. Find an airport job. Don't forget. The first thing, if you have the money, go abroad and do your school. Don't wait. But if you feel that okay, you don't want to wait, is if they can start ground school online, do well to start ground school online. A lot of people are doing online everything, online this, online that, online seminars, and they are also doing online. In fact, my school currently is doing online classes, but I think they've kind of like stopped recently. But they've been doing online classes even during the lockdown or throughout the lockdown. But we that are flying, obviously, there's nothing like online flying. So we are physically on standby. Then I also talked about the fact that if you can gain admission abroad and use it to kind of find a place, like use the admission you've gained abroad to kind of look for sponsorship or scholarship, is going to help you so much. Then now I'm talking about the fact that if you can find an airport job, especially if you're done with school, and this is what I mean, if you're done with university or you're done with secondary school, you know that you don't have like a lot of workload now, you can find an airport job around and work. The reason why I say find an airport job, not just a regular job, is because when you find an airport job, you kind of know exactly what is happening in the industry. Like currently, a lot of airlines are coming up. I'm seeing online, and Nigerian, I think there's an airline that just came up now, Nigerian Eagle, Rano Air, which are a lot of airlines, guys, are coming up and people are taking advantage of it. If you're not in the airport or anywhere around the airport, you can know. Is it easy to find an airport? I think it is. It depends on the kind of job you want to find in the airport. Obviously, in the airport you have cleaners, in the airport you have security personnel, in the airport you have ticketing personnel, in the airport you have a lot of people doing a lot of things. So it depends on the sector you want to go to. It depends on what area you want to do or what particular kind of job you're looking for. If you find a job like, if it's security job you want to find, you have to find the security. But I don't advise that. Find maybe like a ticketing job, so you kind of like have an idea of what is going on in the aviation industry. That is going to help you like so much. It's going to like skyrockets your accessibility or how close you're going to be to the industry. Don't just look for something just regular on the beat, like just something on the random. So guys, if you have more questions, just leave them on board. We are going to be discussing more about these things as the week kind of like goes by. Then something I thought I should talk to you about also today, which is super important, is that okay, what grade do you start to train in flight school? As in, what do you mean by grade? I really don't get it. When you talk about grade, what grade? Eh? Please, I think you should kind of like retype your question because I don't get that question sincerely. What grade? Do you mean like secondary school grade or like flight school kind of grade? Because that will really depend on what I'm going to answer. So just leave your comments in the comment section. I'm just reading them. Okay, I'm just trying to be sure that I'm not skipping anything, which is super important. Uh, okay. Okay, you mean secondary school grade. Okay, I understand now. Like I said, your secondary school's results supposed to include your maths, it's supposed to include your physics and English. Those three courses are more than important because you can't do anything without those three courses. So you need to make sure you have at least a C. And why I say at least a C is that you must have at least a credit in that course. So make sure whatever result you're in that course, if it is your WAEC, is also this okay, Ebube Ikedu. Oh, this is the person I'm seeing. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like to this video. And yeah, what about geography? They always is an added advantage. That's what they always put there. Geography advantage. So take charge of geography. They always put it there. So if you have but they always say 5 credits. But those 5 credit video is that those 5 credits must include maths, English, and physics. Even chemistry is not compulsory. They don't put chemistry or geography, but they always add that geography will be an added advantage. And there's a reason why geography will be an added advantage. Geography is mainly needed in flying. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's very important. You need to read maps, charts. You need to a lot of things, guys. You need to read maps, charts. You need to be able to interpret. You need to do time changing of zone. Do they're going to teach you these things also in flight school. But basically, these are some of the things that you're going to be needing. Hi guys, Sunday chit chat. Hello. If you've not subscribe, leave your comment in the comment section. And if you've not liked this video, give it a thumbs up, ask your questions. I'm here to answer every one of the questions. Yeah, like on Sundays, though the time is changing, but like I said, whatever time I'm going to fix, I'm going to do like a scheduled video. So you're going to see the timing already. That's why your notification bells should always be left on. Guys, put on your notification bells if you've not done so. So that anytime I premiere or stream by so time, so that's going to really like help you out to know. So if you have more questions, just do well to ask them. So basically, guys, from what we discussed last, we kind of like did a rough planning for the worst. So I don't want a situation whereby, okay, you just stay throughout the September doing nothing, and November 2 comes and go, October, sorry, comes and goes, November comes and goes, and December. So I think you should start putting plans in place for yourself. If you're thinking about it, that okay, what am I going to do? What am I not going to do? How am I going to manage? How am I not going to manage? I think you should put things together for yourself that will make you productive even in the remaining 4 months. Don't sit at home and say, okay, since it's not happening, let's chill. Yes, now let's chill. No, 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 you should not be chilling. You should make sure you do something for yourself. And yeah, it's been long we did the probably had hard talk. Like, have you guys been? What are you guys doing now? And all that. Maybe in the next live stream, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to talk about anything. We're just going to discuss like about ourselves. I can't wait to finish university and enter flight. Seriously, it's going to be fun. And seriously, I can't wait also to see or hear from you that you're already in flight school, because I know you enjoy it. You enjoy it. All of us, we are all waiting that okay, school just resumes this particular time, and we all bush go into flight school and continue flying, finish our courses, go get a job and all that. Is it chilly there? As in, it's hot, like really, really hot, like everywhere, the sun and everything. Come on. Left to me, I'm gonna carry a big fan and I'm doing like this, or probably just put on the AC. Like if there's an AC, just Carry Roots, it's been a while. So guys, till I meet you in the next video. The next video is going to be uploaded this week. If you've not subscribed, like I always say, subscribe, subscribe. Yeah. And leave your comments. My email is in the description box of this video. Do well to send me emails if you have video. Keep watching Princess Anu TV and be fine. Bye guys.